Hello YouTube, how are we all? It is a beautiful sunny Sunday and I am out on Suzuki GSX-S1000GX, otherwise known as my son because I love him so much. And I have literally just done my first observed ride, part of the advanced motorcycling course that I signed up to about a month ago. And this video is basically a follow-up. So I told you guys I'd keep you updated on how that's going and what's been going on in the process and my enjoyment levels and progress and whatnot. So about a month ago I did my assessment ride, so that was the last video that you saw, and that was with Dave, and I had an amazing time and I really enjoyed it, so I joined up. And then 2 weeks later I was assigned my observer. So I have an observer, his name is Mark. He has a Yamaha Tracer 900 and he is super fun. You guys, we like Mark. I was a little bit worried that I was going to get someone that was really strict and that wouldn't put up with my bullshit, but actually Mark is great. So I met Mark at a pub just as like an initial kind of meeting, just going over the course and what the expectations are and how it's going to run. And also it's just nice to get to know someone before you spend a lot of time on a motorcycle with them. Mark gave me some reading material. So he had a little memory stick, which I've forgotten to give back, so that's good of me, isn't it? Sorry Mark, if you're watching this, I've still got your memory stick. And Mark also recommended some books. They are the same books that have been recommended to me over and over again, but the magic of Mark is that now I've actually purchased them and I'm reading them. So far so good. The course is working. And then today was our first actual observed ride. It was literally this morning, and I thought while everything is fresh in my brain, I will put camera on helmet and talk about it and recall it and just review the session. Unfortunately for you guys, I actually can't film the rides while I am doing them. Firstly because I forgot to ask if that was okay. When I first met Mark, I just completely forgot to tell him that I do all of the media stuff. It just didn't come up. I didn't really tell him anything about myself. He found out that today. I just forgot. But also because Mark uses the intercoms for the rides, which I've never done before, but actually it's really handy. But it does mean that I can't film and talk to you guys at the same time as doing the observed rides, because then Mark would have to listen to me talking constantly. And no one wants that. You guys want that, but Mark probably doesn't. And also it's a massive distraction. Because as it turns out, riding properly takes a little bit of focus. So you know me, I can't multitask, one thing at a time. So I've done the ride and now I will talk about the ride to you guys. So today's ride was, I think it was maybe like 2 hours long. We went up a lot of roads that I know really well, but we also went down some roads that I don't know. I feel like today was a little bit of a test. Today was very much a getting to know you ride. I think Mark just wanted to know like what level I'm at already, because obviously I gave him no information when I first met him. He was like, what kind of riding do you do? And I was like, touring. And he was like, have you done any off-road? And I was like, not on purpose. So yeah, today was a getting to know you ride, and we mainly focused on road positioning. And having done 2 bike safe courses, I'm pretty happy with my road positioning. So I got good feedback fairly quickly, but what I also got was how to finesse the road positioning so that I am wiggling about a little bit less, I guess. It's more about moving over earlier, reacting to things a little bit earlier, so that I have a smoother ride. So that was some really good feedback that I could apply straight away. We kind of stopped halfway through the ride. Mark made some comments and I did those things. And already I'm noticing an immediate difference, like crazy. And then we did some good wigglies. We did the Basingstoke Road. Oh my god, why did I come this way? I knew this was going to be crap. Why did I do this? What a poor choice. Where should I ride for my video this week? Oh, I don't know. Let's go to fucking Waterlooville. Waterlooville's always scenic and fun and good. Mate, just pull in. I don't know, go to the end at the exact same speed as the cars next to you, so you don't have any advantage for waiting. You're just slowing down the people that probably could squeeze in later on. There's a massive gap there, but no, we just dawdle a little bit faster. We made no progress. None. Ah! Okay, now my fan's going off. I'm sorry. I just got hit in the face by a massive bug. And I'm sweating. I'm very conscious that I've got panniers on. I'm a wired boy today. Why do I have panniers on? Because I'm lazy and I forgot to take them off. They're actually empty. So my favourite thing about today's session was actually the mistakes that I made. And the things that I learned from the mistakes that I made. Normally if I make a mistake and I know someone's watching, I just kind of accept defeat. I'm like, yep, I did that. I screwed up. And I don't say why, because to me it feels like I'm making an excuse. But halfway through today, when I'd made a mistake and I knew that Mark was going to see it and I knew that Mark would be judging me, I felt bad. So I would explain why I made the mistake. I would be like, listen, I know that was bad. And I know that you're judging me, but let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I did that. And at the time that I was saying this the first time around, I was like, he's going to think I'm an absolute idiot. But actually, no, it was apparently good for me to say these things to him and explain why I did what I did, because it shows my thought process. And as it turned out, a lot of the time, even though it sounds like I'm making an excuse, the thought process was good. And the mistake wasn't as bad as I thought. And it was good to kind of break down the thing that I did, why I did it, and then how I could have done it better or even avoided making the mistake in the first place. So I was really, really pleased about that. There was one point where I tried to squeeze through a gap that I did fit through it, but I forgot that I had panniers on. As I said earlier, I should just take those off. And Mark was like, could you have done that better? And I was like, yeah. And it's just picking up on things like that, because now I know for next time, first of all, don't try and squeeze through a little gap, just back off and wait. Like, it's fine, the outcome is going to be the same, but you're maybe not gonna put yourself in a position where you might take somebody out with your panniers. And ultimately, at the end of this course, I'm going to be doing a test, and I don't want to fail that test because I don't like doing tests. I'm not nervous about the test as such. Like, I just enjoy everything, but I don't want to be one of those people that just keeps failing. So I want to pass the test, and so I really need to just finesse these things. They're not bad habits, they're just kind of weird decision-making traits. Mark did take me down a road. He was like, this is a nasty road. And I was like, why is it a nasty road? Tell me why it's a nasty road. And he was like, I'm not going to tell you why it's a nasty road, you'll see. I was like, right, brilliant, thanks Mark. And you know what the nasty road was? It was just a single track with gravel up the middle. You guys know I love that shit. I love single track roads with gravel up the middle. I was like, fuck yeah, you think you got me? You have not got me. I was like, well, I wonder what would have happened if a car came the other way. I was like, head-on collision, 100% that is what would have happened. No, probably I just would have dropped the bike trying to squeeze through the gap, but you know. So I was pleased with that. I was like, yeah, you think you got me, you don't. But I did then screw up on one occasion because we were going down a fast bit, and it was a road I didn't know. And I was just straight vibing with the bike. I was like, yeah, this is great, I'm having a great time. And then out of nowhere came a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. Out of nowhere. Like, where did that village come from? They just put that there. It wasn't there before. And then I got Mark in my ear going, oh, you didn't notice that one, did you? I was like, no, you're right, I did not. So that was how that went. And I have things that I have to work on. So I have to do between 200 to 300 miles before my next session. My next session is in 3 weeks. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm having a great time. I'm really enjoying this. I have absolutely no idea how long it's going to take. Big Dave on my assessment ride, he was like, yeah, 3 sessions. I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that, because I think even though I'm obviously confident and I'm not bad. I think there's an awful lot of finessing that I could be doing here. There's a few things that today, if I was doing my test, I would have failed on. I touched a white line in the middle of the road a few times. I actually got told off for, well, not told off because Mark would never tell anyone off, he's an angel, but I did get told not to cross over to the other side of the road when riding quickly unless I've got a good reason to. There were a couple of points where I just cut corners because I was like, speed, yeah. Don't do that when you test, basically. There was one point where we came out of a junction that I wasn't particularly happy about. It was like a turning left and the road was quite tight and it was also on a bit of a hill and I was scared, so I waddled across that one like a pussy. That would be a fail, so don't do that. That comes into slow riding though, so I'm going to do some slow riding days and I'm going to get better at riding slowly, and then hopefully I'll have a little bit more confidence with awkward junctions like that. I'm going to race this cyclist down the hill, look at him go. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it goes, because I really do want to pass this one. Like, I'm not nervous about a test, but it would be nice not to have to do it more than once. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Please don't judge my riding. That is Mark's job. Let me know if this is kind of what you would have expected from the first observation. Does it sound like I had a lot of fun? Does it make you think that the course is a little bit more fun than maybe you thought it would be? I mean, I don't know if every observer is chill like Mark. I really like Mark. He laughed at my jokes, so that means a lot. Imagine you just like, especially on intercom as well, like I know a lot of observers don't use the intercoms, but imagine just vibing away on the intercom and then you've just got dead silence behind you. Like, that would be the worst thing ever. But no, I'm really enjoying riding with Mark, so that's great. Definitely I was a little bit worried that my personality would not go down well, but so far everyone that I've met, particularly from the Solon branch, has just been really fun, really chatty, really chilled out. So I think I'm going to have a good time with this. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. But otherwise, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Have an amazing rest of the weekend, unless I post this on Monday, in which case have a nice week. And I will catch up with you all very, very soon. I need to do my Pinky reveal because Pinky got wrapped last week and I didn't tell you guys. I told all my other social media, so if you're that desperate to know, just check out my Instagram, my Facebook, and you'll see what colour she is and how good she looks. Otherwise, I will do a unveiling video at some point in the very near future. But for now, that is all from me and the beautiful GX. I will see you guys soon. Goodbye! Oh my god, the mother of all hazards is tractor stuck halfway out of a junction. Oh my god. How do we react to this? Oh, just slow down and duck under it. Yeah, that was good. I did that well. Oh, so did the car behind me. No one's letting him out. Aww.